So hello, I am Atulit Gupta from IT first semester. This is my self-introspection video, an assignment given to me by Anup Tiwari sir. This activity is helping me reflect on myself, understand my habits, and become more aware of how I am growing as a person. It's a simple exercise, but it's pushing me to think deeper about my choices in my life. So let's get started. So, my first question is, am I using my time wisely? To be honest, the answer isn't a straight yes or a no. I think I lie somewhere in the middle because there are parts of my routine where I'm proud of. For example, I am consistent for my gymming alongside managing my all the college assignments. So yes, and I'm becoming more aware of how small habits add up, and these moments make me feel like I'm moving in the right direction. But but at the same time, I know I still waste time on things that don't actually help me, like scrolling on my phone or overthinking tasks instead of doing them. When I look back at those moments, I realize I could have used that time wisely for something more meaningful and productive. So, am I using my time wisely? I'd say I'm learning to. I'm definitely not perfect, but I'm becoming more intentional. So I'm starting to plan my days better and set small goal and avoid distractions. And every week I try to improve little more. So in the end, I think using the time wisely isn't always about being busy. It's about being more meaningful and mindful about how you are using your time. So whether it's helping and it's helping me grow or not. So and that's something that I'm actively working on. So yes, I believe I'm on the right path. I'm not fully there yet, but I'm getting closer day by day. So, my second question is, am I taking care of myself physically? If I look back at my habits, honestly, I'd say I'm doing fairly well. But there's still a lot of room to improve. On the positive side, I try to stay active, I go to gym, I make an effort to make my body move, and I'm becoming more aware of how important strength, stamina, and consistency are. I've also started paying more attention to what I eat, choosing healthier options, and drinking enough water. So, am I taking care of myself physically? I'd say I'm trying to. I'm getting better. I'm not perfect, but I'm more conscious. I'm learning to build routines and listen to my body and make choices that support long term health. Physical self care isn't about a perfect lifestyle, it's about awareness, effort, and small daily improvements. And that's something I'm slowly mastering. So, yes, I believe I'm on the right path and committed to and becoming physically healthier every day. So, my third question is, what matters most in life? According to me, the thing which matters most in life is doing the work which you truly love, which you are truly passionate about. When you work upon it, you don't really feel like working. You just get in the workflow as soon as you start working. And when it comes to growth, becoming a better version of myself every single day, whether it's through learning, improving my skill, or taking care of my physical or mental health, I want to keep moving forward. Along with that, my relationship also matters a lot to me. Having people who support me, guide me, and believe in me makes a huge difference. Good connections, whether with my family, friends, or mentors, give direction and meaning to my life. Another thing that's important to me is my purpose. I don't want to just live my life in autopilot mode. I want to know why am I doing something, what it leads to me, and how it shapes my future. When my actions match my purpose, I feel more confident and centered. So, what matters most in life? It's the combination of growth, meaningful relations, and clear sense of purpose. These three things are the keep me grounded, motivated, and moving me in the right direction. So, I may not I may not have everything figured out yet, but I know what truly matters to me, and I am committed to building my life around those values. So, my fourth question is, who am I really? When I think about who I am, I realize I'm not just one thing. I'm a combination of my habits, my dreams, my strengths, and even my struggles. I'm someone who is still figuring things out, but also someone who genuinely wants to grow and improve. I'm the person who tries to stay disciplined, who pushes myself to get better, but I'm also the person who has doubts and sometimes feels stuck. And I think that's okay because being humans means being work in progress. At my core, I'd say I'm someone who values growth, honesty, and purpose. I want to understand myself better, make good choices, and create a life that feels meaningful. I'm someone who cares about the people around me, and I'm learning to care about myself too. So, who am I really? I'm a learner, a seeker, a person in the middle of becoming who I want to be. I may not have all the answers right now, but I know I'm moving in the right direction and that journey is a big part of who I am. So, I'm still evolving, still growing, and I think that's the most honest answer I can give. So, my next question is, how will I live knowing I will die? For me, the awareness that life is temporary doesn't make me scared. It makes me more focused. It reminds me that time is limited and that every day is actually an opportunity. Knowing that one day my life will end pushes me to live more honestly. I want to spend my time on things that actually matter, learning, growing, building meaningful relationships, and working towards goals that give me purpose. It also teaches me to appreciate the small things, a conversation, a quiet morning, a moment of laughter. When we understand that nothing lasts forever, these simple moments start to feel more valuable. At the same time, I don't want to live with the fear of pressure. I want to live with awareness, not anxiety. That means being present, taking care of my body and mind, and trying to become someone I would be proud at the end. So, how will I live knowing I will die? I will live with intention, not on autopilot. I will try to grow, to connect, to contribute, and to enjoy the life I have instead of wasting it on the things that don't matter. So, the fact that life is temporary isn't a limitation, it's a reminder to live fully while I still have the chance. So, my next question is, am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? If I'm being honest, yes, sometimes I do. There are moments when I worry about things I can't change, like other people's opinions, unexpected situations, or outcomes that are not in my hands. And I have realized that this kind of stress doesn't help me grow, it only drains my energy. But the good part is that becoming more aware of it, I'm learning to focus on what I can control, my effort, my attitude, my habit, and the way I respond to challenges. When I shift my attention to these things, I feel calmer and more confident. Stress will always be a part of life, but letting go of the things I can't control is something I'm actively improving at. I'm trying to be more mindful, more patient, and more accepting. And slowly, I'm learning that peace comes from focusing on actions, not anxieties. So, yes, I do get stressed about uncontrollable things sometimes, but I'm working on it. And every day, I'm getting a little better at choosing clarity over chaos. So, my next question is, am I thinking negative thoughts before I fall asleep? To be honest, sometimes I do. There are nights when my mind starts replaying old mistakes, worrying about future, or overthinking small things that happened during the day. And even though I know it doesn't help, it still happens. But I'm also becoming more aware of this pattern. I'm trying to replace those negative thoughts with something more calm and positive, like reminding myself of what I achieved that day, or simply telling myself that tomorrow is a fresh start. I have realized that the way I think before sleeping affects my mood, my energy, and even how I wake up the next morning. And even if I go to gym, the sleep is an important part of recovery. So I try to make my sleep better and better. So I'm learning to slow down, breathe, and not let negativity take over my mind at night. So yes, negative thoughts do come, but I'm working on managing them better. And every night I try to end my day with a little more peace than before. So my next question is, if this were the last day of my life, would I have the same plans for today? Honestly, probably not. Most of my daily plans are about studying, improving myself, and preparing for the future. But if today were truly my last day, I think I'd want something different. I'd want to spend more time with the people I care about, express gratitude, and do the things that genuinely make me feel alive, not just the things on my to do list. But at the same time, this question also teaches me something important. I should try to live in the way where my plans actually feel meaningful. Maybe not every day will be perfect or exciting, but the choices I make should reflect what actually matters to me, not just what I want or I have to do. So, would I have the same plans today if this was my last day? Not completely, but I'm trying to shape my life in a way where my everyday actions match my values. So that even if this were my last day, I wouldn't feel like I wasted my time. So, this question reminds me to live more intentionally, more honestly, and more fully, no matter how many days are left. So, my next question is, am I putting enough effort into my relationship? If I look myself honestly, I'd say I'm trying, but I'm not perfect. There are people in my life who matter a lot to me, and I do make an effort to stay connected, support them, and show that I care for them. I try to be there in conversations, listen to them, and maintain healthy bonds. But at the same time, I know I can do better. Sometimes I get busy, distracted, or caught in my own routine, and I don't enough give them time to people who deserve it. There are moments when I reply late, forget to check on someone, or assume they're fine without me. This question reminds me that relationships grow when both people put in effort. Small things like talking openly, appreciating others, and being present when someone needs you. So, am I putting enough effort? I'd say I'm improving. I'm being aware, more intentional, and more willing to show care instead of just expecting others to understand me automatically. So, relationships are a big part of life, and I'm committed to nurturing them better with more consistency, more communication, and more genuine effort. So, my next question is, am I living true to myself? If I'm being honest, I think I'm still learning how to. There are moments when I follow my own values, make independent choices, and do what I genuinely feel is right for me. Those moments make me feel confident and aligned with who I want to become. But there are also times when I adjust myself to fit expectations, when I hesitate to speak my mind, or when I choose convenience instead of honesty. And those moments reminds me that living true to myself is not always happy and easy. Still, I'm becoming more aware of who I am, what I care about, and what I want to improve, and what kind of person I'm trying to grow into. Living true to myself doesn't mean being perfect. It means staying honest with myself even when it's uncomfortable. So, am I living true to myself? I'd say I'm on the path. I'm not fully there yet, but every day I'm trying to make choices that match my values, my goals, and person I want to be. So, in the end, I want to say being true to yourself is a lifelong process, and I'm committed to walking that journey with honesty and awareness.